Aquarius. Let's see who and what is coming in. You just rolled. All right. You've got Sun in the 6th coming. Okay, so you have a Cancer here. Somebody's got a bad attitude. Yeah, here it is. Pretty much. That's what I was saying. Somebody has a bad attitude, or they have like a look of disgust on their face. I feel like maybe you're just like, what's wrong with you? You be done with a Cancer or Sagittarius. Oh yeah, fire. Definitely a lot of fire here. They're acting like they've done enough, or someone's not doing enough. I'm hearing almost doesn't count. It's like, okay, almost, or I was about to. Yeah, but that doesn't count. If you don't do it, it doesn't count. It's like somebody wants credit for doing bare minimum or for doing something, but they're not. They're not doing it, or it's never happening. So it's like someone has a bad mood, but they're not telling you why, or like you just have consistent levels of temptation, consistent levels of tension with you and this person. Where's Aquarius? Oh, that could be why you're in the Hermit. You ghosted, you left, or you're leaving. What are you doing over here? Okay, what's going on? 10 of Pentacles. You're in a lot of Virgo energy. Damn. Okay, let me get you a roll. So it looks like you're thinking a lot. You're looking at your home, you're looking into family, you're looking into, wow, 9 of Swords. Something that needs to be resolved. I feel like you could be even looking for something. You feel like you lost something. You lost an object or an item. Looks like lost and found. You're looking into the lost and found. Something, you're lost and found at the same time. How does this person see you? 5 of Cups. What? Okay. A person has regrets over a conversation that happened, and also over a conversation that didn't happen about it. So this may be like someone said something they feel like they shouldn't have said, or they did something they wish they didn't. And now they're upset that you guys are not talking about it. Like you're not trying to ask what's up, what's wrong, or someone's acting like they don't need to bring it up for some reason, even though it's bothering them. How do you see this person? It could be pride. How do you see this person? Tower. Really? 6 of Swords. Yeah, something hectic is going down between you and this person. You're just like, oh, well, whatever. How do you feel, please? There's an ending and this person's coasting afterwards. There was somewhat of a blow up. You may have said something super surprising to them. So your future looks kind of a mess. It looks like you've got lots of options. You're just going to go look and explore your options, or you're thinking about what that looks like. You're optimistic. You're like, it's fine. Whatever we said back there, they can deal with it. I'm just going to go do my own thing. I'm going to go home. I'm going to talk to my friends. I'm going to talk to family. I'm just going to look for different work or deal with practical things and away from this person. And then it looks like you're feeling a lot more optimistic about your life in the future. You know that there's a lot more possibilities than whatever you're tending to here. How does this person feel? They feel abandoned. They feel like you don't care, that you just kind of left. You're like, bye. How does this person feel? Yeah. They're pissed about that. Someone's pissed about feeling rejected, feeling abandoned. You told them, hey, I can't do this. I need this to stop or whatever. And you know that they're surprised by that. What do you want, please, with this person? So you feel like the future is about to be more exciting than whatever's happening here. And I feel like you're right. What do you want with the person? You're ready to wrap this up. You feel like you're done here. You've seen enough. What does this person want with you? You really just seen enough. You're like, okay, whatever. I feel like you're kind of brushing something off because it really bothered you. Yeah, it bothered you the way that somebody was behaving, or we'll take a look at that. But what does this person want with you? Something happened, all right? Yeah, all right. Well, interesting. They want growth, but it's not happening. They want more, but it's not happening. This could be more money, more whatever. I don't know. Growth in your relationship, it's not happening. They want that, but it's not happening. Because there's no communication. You're not talking to this person anymore. Five of Wands. Someone's really spicy. You like that? You like that fiery energy or that passion that somebody has? You like someone who will try to fight for the right thing and who will try to do the right thing and who will try to be seen in a good light and who is confident enough to fight for what they believe in, or that someone who's confident enough to just fight in general. You want somebody to get all spicy or something? Wait, what's this? Because they are. Maybe you're trying to affect somebody, Aquarius, or you're just like, you deal with that, okay? Or something. You may have told them they needed to apologize. They're like, no. Or you're like, hey, can we make up? Can we have a rain check? Can we make up with this? Can we make up? They're like, no. Or they say something kind of rude, but wow. So the problem too is though that they don't really tell you what the problem is, I guess, or what's really going on. So you're just left thinking, and you don't like that. You're feeling like, okay, so you want me to invent an answer? You want me to invent what the hell is going on here? You wish they would speak up. You're like, closed mouths don't get fed. Why don't you just say what the problem is? Or why don't you just confront this? I'm trying to talk to you. You're shutting down. You're acting defensive. They are acting defensive. They're in their ego, or they have a little bit of pride. I feel like it's attractive about them too, but at the same time, it's challenging because now you can't talk to them and they won't tell you what's up. You're just having to guess what the problem is. You're like, I don't want to have to be a mind reader every day. Like, okay, this person kind of shuts down or something. It's like they're acting like with an attitude, but they won't really tell you what the hell is bothering them. It's bothering you. You're just like, I don't have time for this. I'm going to go, or I'm going to leave, or I don't want to talk. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go, see the town, or I'm going to go out. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to mind my business, and so are you. They're like, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm just minding my business. How about you? That's why you're... Oh my gosh. So apparently you're usually very helpful. You usually tend to them. You usually say, oh, I'm so sorry. What's wrong? Or you like make them feel that way. Like you care. You've made them feel like you're going to put up with all this tension and this whatever the hell is not being said. They want you to ask, or that's how you feel. You're like, why do you always want me to go seek you out and try to solve the reason why you're having a wild hair up your what today? Like why you caught that attitude. You don't have patience for this anymore. Something's changing. Yeah. So the thing is, they're feeling like you don't feel like you have to tend to this anymore. So your feelings have changed for someone. You're no longer, it's just a game, or it's starting to feel like you're always having to make the moves, or always having to be in charge, or you're always the one who has to lead with your emotions just to try to get someone to release whatever they're holding on to, or like open up to you or something. So it's like starting to feel like you're somebody's parent, or it's starting to feel like you're saying, hey, please open up and like knock, knock, you know, talk to me. It's like, why do you always have to chase somebody down just to have a simple conversation or something like that? So they're feeling like you are becoming uninhibited. You don't care about one thing and one thing anymore. It's not one track mind anymore. You're open to potential possibilities. So apparently this person is aware that you guys are becoming more distant and drawn out toward one another. And you're no longer like chasing them down and playing into some sort of game that whatever's happening here. You feel like that you could spend your time better elsewhere, or things are more exciting than this. This person's just getting on your nerves. And so they know like you changed your energy. You feel uninhibited now, or it's like you're freeing your mind of saying, okay, this is the situation I'm going to tend to every day of my life, and always ask somebody, what's up? What's wrong? Are you cool? Did I say something? Like, you never know. Let me see. What's the Lovers? Oh. So some type of rejection. Somebody's pissed because of some type of rejection. Yeah, you won't commit or something? They feel like you came on really strong and then you just like sucked up through a straw and disappeared, or you warped out of time here. You just warped out into this wormhole. Oh. They may feel like you're too concerned with work, or you're too concerned with money, and maybe even an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So this Cancer, Sagittarius person, or whoever this is to you, they feel like you're very concerned with something else. They feel like you're playing with them. Why do they think that you're playing with them? Yeah, because, oh, okay, wow. Maybe, okay, you guys are having some sort of discussions about commitment, or there's an understanding, like unspoken understanding about commitment here, or lack thereof. You're done here. You're done. You've already decided that. Somebody knows that. And even though they are feeling very defensive and they want to say something and they want to fight, it's like they're too proud, or they're too like macho, or maybe they're just too insecure. But this person, well, isn't that kind of sometimes similar or the same even? But this person feels you're leaving, and it's like they're too much in their ego to come and say something to you. It always has to be you or something. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go see what's out there. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Okay, bye, or something. They wish that you would still stay or work on something and contribute. They wish that you guys would still do whatever you've been doing. So they feel like you came on super strong and then you are not anymore. They feel like you're tricking them. Aquarius, did you trick them? I don't feel like you think that, but I don't know. Because here you know that you have options, so... So the thing is, this person in the past, it was like you were very interested, you were intrigued in them, they made you laugh, or it was like a fun vibe. This person was very exciting to you. I feel like you were always waiting to talk to them, or you were always waiting for text messages, phone calls, you were waiting to see them. You guys may have gone to like a show together. This could be comedy or some kind of show. May have been funny. If maybe a movie, I don't know. You guys would go out a lot, you guys would have fun, and maybe even at home, you guys like to watch some show together. It's funny. Something is fun with this person. And then it's like, I don't know, something's changed, I guess. You always used to look forward to this. This person was very exciting. Like it was a thrill. This person makes you feel young again, or they make you feel like life is exciting. Okay, but yeah, something happened. Maybe you were always waiting and it was always drawing out and it was always... This person told you they really love family, or they love kids, they love, you know, home, and they love this kind of thing. They like having company, or your company. Exactly. They're going to put a pause, and you don't have time for that. They're like, so what's up with that Virgo? You're like, what are you talking about? Someone was too curious about a person and they wouldn't... It's like they're not telling you exactly what it is, but they'll say things here and there. They won't tell you what they're actually getting at. This person's beating around the bush. They won't directly tell you something, but they're hoping that you intuit it, or you figure it out. It's like, figure it out. It's like, what's wrong today? Oh, you figure it out. It's like, oh, are you talking to that Virgo? Something like this. It's like, are you still doing that? Okay. It's always waiting here. It's always pausing. It's always like, someone's like, oh yeah, we're going to talk later. We'll talk at 6, I'll see you at 10, we'll do this and that, but then they never show up, or they just keep you waiting some kind of way. Why are they doing this? Right. Why are they doing this, please? It's like they get in their moods or attitudes, or they just feel, I don't know. Their feelings are hurt. Yeah, because they think that you're two-timing. So, I mean, if you're not, you're about to be, because there's other people waiting in line is what this looks like, Aquarius. I mean, I know what it sounds like, but that's what I see. I see a line coming out the door. You're like, hey, listen, I got to go. I got people to meet, people to see, people to talk to. I got dates to go on. I got friends to mingle with. You know, I got my family waiting for me. I got, you know, you're all full. Your schedule is full or something. What is this that you think they're doing right here? Yeah, they won't take accountability for something. They won't directly say something. This looks like Leo energy too. This person is very proud, very confident, very like, I'm not wrong, you are, or something. You're wrong, Aquarius. It's like, man, it gets very exhausting here. You're like, I'm too old to play games, okay? Like, it was fun, sure, but now that this person's starting to actually get their feelings more involved, for some reason, I don't know what's happened that shifted their energy, but something shifted with you guys, and now they're like, oh, crap. And now they're having attitudes instead of just being vulnerable. Show me this person's energy. Because this is why I told you their feelings are hurt. This person's feelings are hurt. I mean, it's very obvious. I mean, to me, I don't know. You probably know that too, but I don't know if that's an issue at all because you're too busy doing something else. Okay, this is not your usual type anyway. Or this is someone that you don't usually deal with, or this is not what you usually do. You don't usually tend to somebody crying about something or needing you to kind of lead them, needing you to seek them out, seek out their inner world, or to get to know them, or like you have to pry, or you have to really try hard to communicate with this person. Something like that. It's like they're always, yeah, the runner chaser energy is like they're constantly trying to have you come after them. They'll give you an attitude, but they want you to just guess what the hell the problem is. That's pretty much what this feels like. So it could be something else, but it's like, well, you know, it's because you're talking to Virgo, or you're always with that Virgo, you live with that Virgo. I don't like this Virgo around all the time, or like you always ditch me for this Virgo, you whatever. All right, what's your energy, please? Desire. What's your energy? What is I'm supposed to say what's Virgo's energy? What's Aquarius's energy? This Virgo. Okay. Your energy is spying and snooping and addictions blocked. Okay, you're looking to block somebody out. You're going to block them. If you haven't blocked them, you're about to, because you're going to see something you don't like. Like, this person's spying on you, really, or they're prying, they're getting in your information. They're trying to ask you too many questions. You're like, man, stop asking all these questions. Just have fun. Like, someone's getting like jealous or something. What's bothering this person besides, I guess, the Virgo? What's bothering, or a Taurus or something? What's bothering this person in Aquarius' reading? Yeah, Three of Swords. It's their feeling, their fifis. Their feelings are hurt. They don't like being abandoned. It makes them mean, rude, abrasive. They ruffle feathers. They just catch attitudes. They don't communicate the issue. Someone doesn't know how to communicate. They don't know how to continue a conversation. They feel like it's too late, and it's like they pull back to cool off, and then now they don't know how to reinitiate something. What's the Nine of Swords, please? Gosh. They don't know how to apologize either. This could be an apology, or this could just be being vulnerable. It's all emotions right here. And did you notice it regressed? It went King, Knight, Page. It's like a regression. Something's happening in the past, and this is how somebody was raised or something. They don't know how to express, or they have like a coping mechanism that's not helping them with you. It's kind of pushing you away. Okay, this is somebody who needs to learn maybe healthier communication, or like, it's not about your ego when you're trying to have a higher octave kind of relationship. This is not about you at that point. It's more about the relationship, or us, and then some. You know, somebody is too about themselves here, or they're too much in, yeah, it's ego. I mean, I called it early and it keeps showing up. So anyway, this person is very vulnerable, and that's why they act like that. They're very hurt. That's why they act like that. Is that your problem? No. Okay. They don't want to come on too strong, too. They're very concerned with that. Like, oh my gosh, if I say how I feel, is it going to be too much? And all this stuff. Anyway, you're saying whatever. It's like you're closing this door here. You're going to go no contact here. Maybe you're just busy, but yeah, something's come out too. Maybe it's about someone's, they said something or they did something. It feels like immaturity here, or like, could be about a child. What's this? Spotlight. Yeah. See, they're avoiding some type of attention, or they're avoiding a conversation. This is like a self-absorbed kind of energy. They're just not being very open with you. It could be about, you know, reconciling or having forgiveness, making amends about something. They just, I don't know, you just can't trust the way that they're behaving, because it's like, how are you supposed to get past if it's always some kind of a layer of a freaking onion? You gotta get to the bottom. You can't even get into it. This person's like a vault, or maybe they've just been acting this way. Anyway, you're not going to be putting up with this anymore. What's this? They could have even tried to tell you how you're supposed to behave, or they're trying to influence you. Yeah, this would be like behaving in a way to influence you to come to them. Or they're telling you, oh, well, you should be dressing like this, you should be dressing like that, or you should be behaving like this. Like someone's, you really don't like this person's attitude, I want to say. The way that they're starting to get kind of cocky, but it's insecure though. Something's happening. Okay, they're asking too many questions, or they're being too nosy a little bit. So they're trying to remove their feelings, but it's not congruent. It's coming from a place of insecurity. Yeah. 10 of Swords. So it feels like something's not working out here for the time being. What's gonna happen next, you and this person, Aquarius? I feel like you're phasing out here. You're just like, okay, well, time to go see what else I can do. Show me where you are. You got the 2 of Cups, or Swords. Where's this person? 8 of Cups. Yeah. See, is there some type of a conversation that a person is opting out of? They don't want to explain. There's an opportunity to connect. They don't want to show up. They don't want to explain. They don't want to converse. They don't want something. This could be conversations about family, about home, about marriage, about something like that. Ten of Wands. Yeah. You're just like, man, this is too much. It's so much easier for me to just not have to think about this. Like, I feel like you have to put too much work into this situation. You put too much effort. You put too much work. You put too much thought into things. And then you feel like someone won't even meet you where you are, pretty much. Yeah. So it looks like somebody's going to try to communicate with you again. I mean, yeah, if that's not predictable. All right. Of course. Let's look. Maybe you're leaving temporarily, or I mean, it looks permanent in your side because you're just like, I'm cool with this being done. Like, I feel like you settled with it. You're just like, you know, it is what it is. This person's intentions with you in the future, please. Thinking of you in the soul contract. Yeah, there may be some type of a contract, or like maybe this is your beliefs, your guys' belief systems about marriage, about family, you know, it could be anything, some type of belief that you guys are clashing about and it's not really working. Your intention with them in the future, they're going to be sad. They're going to be sad. And here you go. Sick and tired as well. You're tired of this. You're tired of something. You're tired of this energy, I feel like. You're tired of somebody's denial. You're tired of their not confronting something. You can't grow. You're seeking growth, and you're starting to see that in this scenario, you're not finding it. That's what that is. You're like, well, if this person's going to deny me this, then I'm going to go give it to myself type thing. Yeah. So they're going to still pop up. They're going to be stalking you. Is this person a full-blown stalker, or they're just going to be checking on you? They're absolutely determined to keep watching you, to keep coming around, to try to see you, to try to show up in the future, though, because I see a long pause, or something's going to pause here. You're trying to block someone. You feel like they're getting too nosy. They're too in your business. You might block them on your social media too here. You block them. You're going to block them, and they're still going to try to get a hold of you. Yeah, just be mindful, but I'm just going to leave it there today. I'll see you next time, Aquarius. Thank you.